Hello guys, welcome back. I just did all the renaming of the new joints. Like I said earlier, we have the I went to the right shoulder, I duplicated and I created one that is the right shoulder IK all the way down. Deleted the fingers because we don't need those. The fingers are going to be controlled by the master one, and then the FK here. I went down to the legs, and then I did as well the same for the right hip down. I created the right hip down to all the way down to the IK and the FK. So pretty much what you're doing is you're having, if I show you, I think, let me minimize this. If I show you, for example, if I, basically what it is, I take these, and that is the one that is going to be bound, and then we have here one that is going to be the, this case, the IK, and this is the one that's going to be the FK. So pretty much what you're going to do is you're going to create a system that allows to this guy in the middle to switch between these two with something called set driven keys and constraining, something that we're going to see in class. I'm going to explain to you guys what that means, but it's a bit more of a theoretical class, and then you can apply those once you see these tutorials. Another thing that I would like to mention is that next, for example, next time we do your next rig or this one, I will try to remember in class to let you know that that this could have done at a certain stage. For example, these that I'm doing now, you could have done it once you created everything, all the joints, and before hitting mirror, you could have just select that and then mirror, and it should have mirror everything. So you just save a little bit of time there instead of coming here and do it. So pretty much create that, create the duplicates, and create the appendix and the IK and FK, and then when you mirror to this side, it will mirror everything with naming and everything automatically. So that could have been another workflow to do that, but just to let you know, so next time when you create character things, as usual, like everything else, it will take you less time to do because you know all these things. Anyway, so I'm gonna start working now on the controls. So the first control that I'm gonna start working just on the arms. So just to remember, just to recap here, when we had, let me show you here, this guy here. There's two sets of control. One is the IK control, and the other one, if we switch, is the FK control. So these two, we're gonna create these guys here quickly. I'm just gonna create some of them, some of the key ones, and then I'm gonna come back and then I'm just gonna show you what I've done with the rest. And I will try to show you how to do these fancy ones and how to do these square ones, very easy, and how to create these little lines like that straight line. Or this one here, this will be nice. So okay, so I'm gonna go and start working on the controls here. So just gonna go minimize this. I'm just gonna create this. And I'm just gonna, for example, for the AFK ones, because they're gonna be on each join here, and one here, one in the elbow, one in the wrist. I just normally create circles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into create, and I'm just gonna go into nerves primitive, and I'm just gonna create a circle, and just gonna scale it up, and normally this is way too big obviously, but I'm just gonna go there, and just gonna probably just gonna template the geometry, yeah, and I'm just gonna press V and then just snap it here to the to this point. I'm going to rotate it roughly to the position that I think is gonna sort of match the angle of the. So if you want, you can just make it fancy. You can just scale it up, down, that if you want to. It's up to you. They don't have to be proportional at all. It's only a visual representation of the the control that the animator is going to use. So now I got that, and I just normally always like to go into here, custom history, freeze transformation, center pivot, so it's all clean. Okay. This is new, this stuff in here, and I think I had to do with the fact that Maya now comes with Arnold. I think this is the Arnold sort of attribute, but we're going to be obviously working with RenderMan. The university will work with RenderMan now. We don't have licenses for Arnold. So I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this guy. I'm just going to call it just simple. I'm just going to go left underscore, just as it was before, left underscore so left underscore shoulder, normally left underscore shoulder, shoulder underscore This is gonna be an FK, so FK, and then I'll put the end control CTRL, so control, so I know that this is control. So this is the left shoulder FK control. So I got that, and I'm just gonna go and I just got the freeze transformation and everything. I'm just gonna press Control D and duplicate it, and then I'm just gonna snap it here. So I snap it there. In this case, I would like to probably twist it a little bit like that. So I got it. Sort of matches the angle. So not necessarily have to be 100%. This is only a visual representation. Later on, because at the moment, if you see the once I hit freeze transformation, you see how this rotation change. That's gonna be crucial later on, guys, when we do something with the rigging, when we start putting everything together. But at the moment, this is only just for making sure they sort of align. But you can make it align by parent constraining, point constraining, or in constraining. But we're gonna see a class about that, so don't worry. This is only just we're still on the artistic side. The technical stuff is gonna come later on. But I just have developed this over the years that I know how to do this, because if I don't take the steps like this, then later on it's gonna bite me in the back side, and then I'm gonna have to go back and redo things, and it's not a very nice thing when you think that you have finished something, suddenly you're like, oh my god, I forgot about that. So I have to go back and redo and lose a lot of work. So anyways, I got this. Normally I think, did I create, let me double check. I think I didn't create. Did I create? Yeah, no, I only got there because the rotation is connected, so that's fine. I'm just gonna go here, Control D, and duplicate this guy, and I'm gonna press here V. I'm gonna snap it. You see this one here doesn't really match, so if I want to, I can probably make it rotate a little bit there. I have to make it look nice there, I think. There you go. Okay. And again, history freeze transformation. This guy I'm gonna call it left elbow FK control. Get rid of the number 1 there. And it's very important, guys, that all your controls are 0 out. You cannot rig with something that has translation, rotation, and scale here, guys, because it's going to kill your rig at the end. Because obviously an animator needs to start working in this position when everything is 0. He knows that that's the T-pose, that's where everything starts. So I'm just gonna take this guy and put it here. He doesn't want to know that, oh my god, this when it was in rest position, it was on 20, 20, 30, 50. He cannot remember that. He needs to know that when there was nothing done, this all was 0, so he can go back to the original position. So just make sure that nothing, before you bind or do any rigging, make sure that all your controls are clean, are renamed, are being freeze transformation. There is no history here, nothing. So it's all clean. So this one, you see that all clean. So that's my left control, left side. At the moment, obviously, if I take this and I just rotate, so if this one rotates like this, and it's going to rotate in the positive. So now if I do, for example, let's do for another one. For example, this is the IK. This is the FK. Now let's do the IK. For the IK, you don't need much. You just need one control, because everything is automated. So one control here that holds everything up and down. So normally here I did in my old one, it's just this little. If I select this and put it back to 1, so you can see it goes little square one. Okay. So let's try that one if you want. I can try that. What you normally do is, for one of those, is you got the option of just doing it with the orthographic view. So you just start clicking, and doing that. But the other, I think the easiest way to do it is, if I normally do, I'm just gonna go into polygons, and I hit create, and it creates a polygon that is 1 unit in width, height, and depth. So I'm gonna frame that. And what I normally do is just gonna select this guy, and I'm gonna go into create, and then I think it's there you go. We're gonna start hunting stuff again now. So polygons, so curve tool, yeah, and then we get this. I think the CV curve tool. We go into the tools, which I normally like to snap here. Why it doesn't snap? Don't like that snapping in there. Oh, he likes it that way. Anyway, so now I have this one snap here, so I just make sure that it's linear. Gonna reset the tool, make sure it's linear, so it creates straight line. And all you have to do is just press, you press V, and just click here, and you start drawing around the edges like that. There's several ways to do it, like I said. So you go here, you press V, yeah, and then you just go there, and then it doesn't matter if you overlap it because you're not gonna be able to see it. So we press V again, V there, and what I think we're gonna do is gonna press, I think it's V there, and then you can come back if you want. And then make sure that it's all covered, all angles, so all of them got points. You press enter, and that is your square. You can see, there you go, that's done. You can delete this guy now. It's going to have overlap, but you see, you cannot see it. I mean, it's right there. So you just go into costume, history, first transformation, center pivot, and then you can just go and scale as you want it. You can just scale it there, or you can just make it a bit fancy. You can say these guys, and scale it like that. You see, there are more points in there, but you cannot. It doesn't really make any difference. So I'm just gonna go here and snap this guy, put in the wrist here, press V, snap that. So normally this is only eyeballing it really, so this is only the visual representation. Like I said, there's nothing to do with the actual orientation. The orientation is very important. We're just gonna see that later on. So how the hell did you get escape? Yeah, this is the new work mode. This is like game ready. So I'm just gonna scale that up. Then probably just gonna go and press object mode. Then you can just move into object mode there, and there you go. You probably can just rotate it a little bit there so it matches. You see, it's a very simple thing to do. So maybe if you just want to square that, take these points. Okay, let's go, and when you select this, now you see this guy keep changing stuff all the time. We just can template it, I suppose. I'm gonna template this, yeah. And you can just go here and select this point, then just probably just to sort of mimic the shape. And again, this guy, I normally, for example, for these, depending, let's put it back a little bit so you got the guy. So we know there. So now, so I'm just gonna go and untemplate this. So just put it as a, yeah. You press this. At the moment, if you can snap it back there, but I'm just gonna go. You see, all this stuff, all this garbage needs to go. So we just go here to history, freeze transformation, center pivot. So the pivot is right there. So that pivot doesn't make any difference. So I'm gonna press insert, and I'm just gonna press V, and I'm just gonna snap here. So insert again. So the moment the rotation is happening here, you see, that's how the way it should be, because that's where the wrist is gonna be. So if you want to move the pivot, you know how to do that. You just press insert and then just snap it back in there. So now that is my eye case. So I'm gonna call this guy, and I'm gonna control this left underscore because it's a whole arm, left arm underscore IK control. So that is that done. Normally when you create an IK control, normally you need to have a elbow control, so you can just pretty much mimic this. So you got this, and then you just need to have a control that take care of the elbow. So you can do it with a piece of geometry. You can do it with another one of these. You can do it however you want to do. You can do it with a technique that I just showed you with this system, like with a little cube. Or what you have to do is just go and I normally create a locator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into locators here. So I'm just going to go here into create, and you say locator. That's it. And you press V, snap it there, frame that, make it bigger if you want. I think you can do it here from the local scale. I think it is, yeah. So make it bigger here, and then history, freeze transformation, center pivot. So make sure that obviously the center pivot's here, right in the middle, so you move it back however you want it. Freeze transformation. So this is where we're gonna go, and we're gonna call this left underscore elbow IK underscore control. And that's it. We got these guys, they're all 0 out. This is pretty much roughly what we need for this side. Okay. Normally, what you normally do is when you're creating controls like this, for making it easier for the animator, what you normally do is you create one side of the character with one color and another side with another color, and the one in the middle probably a combination of both or whatever color. I normally use the left side red and the blue side, the right hand side blue. So how do we do that? If we go into back where we were working here, I'm just gonna go into I'm just gonna select the actual geometry here, the actual control. So you go into the attribute editor, and in the you can do either of this, because this is the shape. This is the one that gives you the actual shape, and this is the actual transform. I think you can do it in the transform. You go into display, and you say drawing overrides, and you say enable overrides, and then here you choose a color. This kind is red, so well, what's the pure red one? It's somewhere here. There you go. So now that is red. The same goes here, and then we go on the red, and the same goes there, goes on the red, and we go there, we put it right in the red. So those guys are red. Okay. There you go. So that's all the side. The way that disappear, for example, here when you switch between IK and FK, you see the ones, the IK disappear and the FK appears. That all is going to be animated later with set driven key. So we're going to cover a class just for that. So I'm just going to go mimic this. You got that. Okay, that's fine. What I'm going to do is going to create one more control, fancy control, probably a center one, and then you're just gonna stop there, and then I'm gonna come back when they are done all the controls, and then I'm just gonna walk through with you and see how I mirror, how I put everything to the other side, renaming, all that. Alright, thank you very much. See you later, guys. Bye bye.